So once we've done that, we're starting to do drum programming. What we're going to do is we need to do a couple of views to protect all this information that we've just done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on View, Configure Track Header. I'm going to highlight Protect on here. Next thing I'm going to do, click on this lock icon. When this lock icon is on, if I highlight this and press to delete this, it won't let me delete it. It also won't let me move it around, which is the main point what I want you to do. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hide beat mapping by clicking over here. Then I'm going to click Configure Global Tracks and hide that. Once we've done that, we're going to add in a virtual instrument. So I'm going to click plus, software instrument, and what we're going to do is we're going to click on. None of these are preset settings. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the mixer. On here, highlight Reset Channel Strip. And what we're going to do is we're going to highlight XS24 Sampler, Stereo, and what we're going to do is we're going to go to Drum Kits and Percussion, and go to Acoustic Drums. We're going to select Indie Kit. Once I've done that, we've got the snare at the bottom. I'm going to find where the cowbell is, which is G sharp. Once I've done that, I'm going to select a 4-bar loop. So I'm going to go right from the start. I'll select bar 4 to 8. I'm going to have listen to where the kick and the snare are coming in from. So we're going to kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare. And what we're going to do is we're going to sequence just the kick and snare by itself first. So kick and snare on the notes C and D, right at the very far left on the keyboard. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to play as close or in time with this when I record it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press record down here and then record these parts. So what I've done is I've recorded the drum kit, the kick and the snare, and we'll notice some of the time will be out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click on here. This will load up the piano roll. I'm going to click on Media to hide this window. I'm going to zoom in. On here, we can highlight and delete notes. So I'm going to just check if my timing is playing pretty well. So on here, when I zoom in, you can see how it's slightly out, especially on this one. That's a bit late because it has to basically be right up onto this line right here, which it isn't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight all of this and delete this last bit here. I'll highlight all of this, select 16, select 8th note. This will match it to the tempo marking that we did earlier, so it should basically be played in time. So I'll mute this. Done that, I'm going to do the hi-hat. What we're going to do for hi-hat, we're going to make it another track. So I'm going to unclick piano roll. What we're going to do is have this highlighted. Click on audio, or track. I'm going to click on new with duplicate setting. And this is where we're going to play the hi-hat. The hi-hat is on one of the black notes, which is F sharp. I want to hear how this pattern, what we're going to do first is have listen to how the pattern is played by the original recording. I'm going to mute this track and just listen to the hi-hat. So I'm going to play along with it to try and get it right. So I'm roughly guessing what it could be, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to sequence it, try to get as close as I can to the original. So I'm going to press record. here the hi-hat is slightly out, so I'm going to just double click this. And I'm going to select, highlight all these notes, so select 16ths. Now what we're going to do is we can move it around to try to get as close as we can. And what we're going to do is we're going to do some fine editing. Okay, I didn't expect this to be pretty close to the original, but say for example yours was out of time, all you would need to do is to move these blocks by the grid. So what you're doing when you're playing this to the original is, so say if this was out, we can just move it and try to line it up to the actual audio recording. So you don't have to play that all the time, you can just move these little blocks to get the right hits in time with the backing track. So once we've done that, we're going to have a listen to the rest of the drum parts to see if anything else is different. There might be a double kick, double snare hit, so we'll just have a listen to it. Lipstick junkie. So between bar 11 and 12, there's a little anticipation to the snare. Little open hi-hat, so we can add that later. So what we can do, that part, so to say for the next bar, we can just highlight this, move this across, and we'll just play it from here, bar 8. So we're going to find an open hi-hat. So we're going to have a listen to this. So it's this one, so it goes, before it comes in, goes at the end. Like that at the end. So what I'm going to do is we're going to highlight track, new duplicate setting, and we'll just do that little part at the end. We'll just play it from here, we'll just record it. So I just record that, so this is what my version sounds like. I'll just mute the original. And what we're going to do is we're going to double click this to make sure it's in time. And if I zoom really closely in, that's really out of time because it should be lined up right to here. This grid right there. See how it's slightly out? So I'm going to highlight this with 16th, and now it's all good. Once I've done that, I'm going to unmute this. I'm going to have a listen to the rest of the song. Stick, junkie, debunk, the all in one. She came back wearing a smile, looking like someone drugged me. They wanted to unplug. What I'm listening for is to see if the drum patterns change or if there's any drum rolls. So right now, a cowbell comes in, and what we're going to do is we're just going to focus on that cowbell, and we'll just do it at the bottom of this track, where we add this little hits and snares. So this came in from, I think, bar 20. It's just a turn around and we go. Oh, well, and we go. So this cowbell was a 4-bar pattern, but we can't do the little high cowbell at the end. So we're just going to do the same note, just with this note on the keyboard, which is G sharp. So we'll just find out where the cowbell came in. Go, go. It's just a turn around and we go. So bar 20, 21, 22, and 23. So I'm going to highlight this, I'm going to record, I'm going to play it and have a little practice to it. Go. Oh, well, and we go. Go. So this cowbell is pretty hard, so I'm going to show you a different way on how you can actually have the sequence without actually having to play it, but just moving it around. So I'm going to record it for you. I'm going to press record down here.
It's just a turn around and we go. Oh, well, and we go.
Okay, so I just played any bum notes, and what I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to zoom in, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this one note and find out where the first one came in. So the first one came in halfway through here. So one came in through there, and also came in this part. So this is another tedious way to do it. So that was a bit late, so it should have been here. And the other one should have been here. The other one should have been here too. The other one should have been here too. This is getting quite boring, so that's what you'll need to do. And that was late. Purposely did that so you could hear it. And the pattern is pretty much the same. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight this and glue this to, where was it? Halfway through here. So pretty much the same pattern this way through. And pretty much at the end, except it changes pitch, but we can't find another cowboy, so I'm just going to do it like this. I don't think the last one had a cowbell, but we can have listen, check that out later. So once I've done that, I'm going to click piano roll again, and I'm going to unselect this loop part. You can do it by having a hand up there, or just clicking down below here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the existing drum parts across to here. So I'm going to copy these. So I won't have to be playing these again. I'll just make little alterations on different tracks. So what I've done is a quarter of a song already, and we're just going to listen from bar 4 from the very start. I'm going to load up Mixer so you can hear the difference. I'm going to turn the original down. So this is what I've sequenced. So pretty much for this drum programming, I need all the drums to be done correctly right to the end. This should take you a week or 2 weeks because it's quite hard. This took me a while to get to where it is now. That's it, and we'll go to part 3 soon. See you guys.